Yo YouTube, this is your boy Tigs coming at you with a deck profile. This time we are doing another tier 2, maybe 1.5 at best deck. I've been playing this deck for a good while and I've come to enjoy it quite so. It's not something you'll see all the time. It is Photons, as in Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. This deck is my pride and joy, and I love it so. It is not complete. I am missing a few key cards, but other than that, the deck itself is complete. So until I have these cards in my collection, or possession, I have tech choices in this deck, and I will tell you what our tech choices are not. Alright, let's get on with the deck profile. Not one, not two, but 3 Galaxy Eyes. See, he is the main beater of the deck. At 3,000 attack, there's nothing in this deck that can get over him. See, he makes your plays happen. He can banish cards to go for game. If you're scared of a face-down Raikou, you just attack into it and banish it with Galaxy Eyes and go for game. Now, the wonderful thing you should know about Galaxy Eyes is he can't avoid deep prison. Say you go to attack, they declare deep prison. You can actually banish him on that, and so he will come back at the end of the battle phase. But he is the main card of this deck. You want to keep him out there as long as you possibly can, because he makes your plays happen. Now, in case you ever lose a Galaxy Eyes, we have Galaxy Knight. If you have a Photon or Galaxy monster on the field, don't matter what level it is, as long as it is a Galaxy or Photon monster, you can normal summon him as if he was a level 4. Mind you, he's level 8. Now, if you do so, he loses 1,000 attack, but you can special summon a Galaxy Eyes from your graveyard and face up defense mode. So, and then overlay for Heliopolis, Gimmick Puppeter Strings, any of those other rank 8s. I don't know them off the top of my head, but anyway. Tech choice card number 1, Gores. Gores stops OTKs, and I don't always have playable cards. See, we even have the Gores token to go with him. But anyway, on to the next card. Since everybody is all about Exceed summoning, we have double Photon Slasher. If there is an XYZ monster on the field, don't matter what side it is on, special summon him face up defense mode. Mind you, he's only got 1,000 defense, but he's still better than taking a direct attack. Now, talked about Galaxy Knight and how if you control a Photon or a Galaxy monster, you can normal summon him. Special Thrasher. And then normal summon Knight, get your Galaxy Eyes overlay, use Thrasher for a tribute for Heliopolis or whatever, don't matter. Special Thrasher, drop Crusher. Crusher isn't that bad of a card. I mean, he could be better, but he's a Goblin attack force, I guess. Now, with all these cards added to the hand, be them Dark Worlds, Prophecies, or all that cockamamie bullcrap, Thunder King. Thunder King only shuts down 3 cards in this deck, and you will see what they are. Now, everything in this deck is light except one monster, so why not an Honest? Honest makes plays happen. Okay, you know how I was talking about banishing a monster with Galaxy Eyes? Well, you drop one Dimension Wanderer, they take 3,000. Next turn, banish again, they take another 3,000. You can only drop Dimension Wanderer when a monster is banished by Galaxy Eyes effect. And you can only use 1 per turn. So no matter what, even if you only have Galaxy Eyes and banish, they're still taking that 3,000 of the face. Alright, this deck can make nearly any level possible, except, well, I don't know, I haven't checked yet. Alright, we have Photon Satellite. Alright, special Photon Thrasher. And summon Satellite. What Satellite does is it combines the level of the two so they become both level 5. That way you can overlay into, say, Adrius, Tyrus, I think Volcasaurus. I think he's level 6, though. But, yeah. Now, what are the cards Thunder King stops? Galaxy Wizard. He has 2 different effects. One increases level by 4, so he becomes level 8. And then another, you contribute him to add any Galaxy card from your deck to your hand. So tribute him, add Galaxy Eyes or something to your hand. And that is it for the monster lineup. Sorry about the mess, people. Yeah, anyway. Let's get that token out of there. Token don't belong in the deck. Monster lineup. We have the staples: Reborn, Dark Hole, Pot of Avarice, Rhoda, Book of Moon, and Heavy Storm. These are all staples. And yes, that's 6 staples in this deck alone. Now onto the deck-specific cards. 2 Galaxy Zero. It's a Call of a Haunted for Photons and Galaxy monsters, but it comes with a catch. The monster can't attack and its effects are negated. But if Galaxy Zero were to leave the field by Heavy Storm MST, monster doesn't go. What happens is the monster's attack becomes 0, but its effects can be used, which is good. The wonderful thing about Galaxy Wizard and its level becoming 8, you can play Galaxy Expedition. What this does is it lets you summon a level 5 or higher Galaxy or Photon monster from your deck and face up defense mode. So, say Galaxy, you have a Wizard level 8, play Expedition, bring out Galaxy Eyes, overlay into something. But, oh damn. And you can only use 1 per turn. So, that's the downside of that. Alright, Excel Light. What that is if you control no monsters, special summon a level 4 or lower Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 per turn and you give up your normal summon or set. Only downside to that. Well, and the only other staple in this deck, triple MST, since everything's back-row oriented these days. And on to the traps. 1 Solemn Warning. Don't know how to explain Warning. I mean, I don't like it being at 1, but hey, it's better than running it at 3. Or 2. Anyway, 2 Bottomless. What's there to say about Bottomless? And then Dark Bribe. An underrated card, I gotta admit. You're not netting your opponent anything, but they're not losing anything, but they're not gaining anything. So it's all good. Alright, on to the extra deck. We have 1 Utopia. I don't really go into him that often since there's only quite a few level 4s in this deck, but Utopia will probably save my ass more times than not. Photon Pepaloperative. Why not? Flip a face down, or flip a Marshmallow into attack mode and do some serious goddamn damage. Shockmaster. A lot of these decks are back row reliant, so I say fuck you and your back row. Blade Armor Ninja. Helps go for games. Maestroke. Why not run Maestroke? Triple. Yes, I'm saying triple. Photon Strike Bouncer. He is one of my favorite cards, as you can tell by the mat. And not only that, I can bring him out multitudes of times by using Satellite and Slasher. And I was just talking about him earlier. Number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. 2 level 8s. He's got 500 defense points short of Galaxy Eyes, but hey, that's better than 15 or 1,000 anyway. What he will let me do is detach a material, don't matter what it is. Put a counter on every face-up monster on the field. Both sides, actually, except him. At the end of my opponent's next end phase, all cards with tokens still on the field go bye-bye, and my opponent takes 500 for each. So talk about a late-game burn. A card I'm glad that can't be splashed in every deck. Starleaf's Paladynamo. I got pissed when I found out they changed his name. But he lets me detach 2 materials. Target any monster. Target a face-up monster my opponent controls. Its effects are negated and its attack becomes 0. You might think, why would you do that? Well, because he can run over anything like that. Not only that, whenever he's destroyed by battle or card effects and sent to the graveyard, you draw 1 card. So you're really not plussing off his destruction. Alright, number 9, Dyson Sphere. I really haven't had a chance to use him, but he takes 2 level 9. So Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, or Knight, and Satellite. Let's see, once per battle phase, he can negate the attack so long as he has materials. This is a quick effect. When this card is targeted for an attack, while it has no materials, target 2 monsters in my graveyard and attach them to this card as materials. During my main phase, if I can detach 1 material from this card, and he can attack directly, so long as my opponent has a monster over 2,800 attack. I mean, he's Utopia on steroids, I guess. The boss monster of this deck, as in, nothing in this deck is stronger than him, and all of this is stronger than him. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Yes, I can do it. I've done it on DN, I've done it on Dev Pro. There have been times where I've gotten first turn Neo Galaxy Eyes. But, yeah. He is a wee watered-down skill drain. When he's XYZ summoned using Galaxy Eyes, all face-up cards on the field become negated. Don't matter if he leaves the field, they're still negated. And then, once per turn, detach 1 material from him to detach materials from all face-up XYZ monsters on the field. Oh, from that your opponent controls. And he gains 500 for every material detached. So, take for example, say your opponent has Zen Mains with 2 materials, Utopia with 2 materials, and Maestroke with 1. You use his effect. That's 5 materials sent to the graveyard. He gains 2,500 attack. That puts him at 7,000. Yeah, that would hurt. Then we have Heroic Champion Excalibur. What's to say about him? He can go point for point with Obelisk using his effect. Detach 2 materials, double his original attack. Hell fucking yeah! Anyway, the last card of this extra deck. Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis. The most staple rank 8 these days. Detach 2, tribute a monster from the hand or field, and destroy cards up to the number of monsters tributed. I gotta say, and I don't think Starlight Road can counter that, but I don't know the ruling on that yet. I will have to look that up later. But anyway, YouTube, this is Tigs and my Photons, and we are signing the fuck out. See ya!